In the luxury space, every single detail is extremely important. Here we're talking about the pictures, the videos, the colors, the font, and also words. Words shape our world. Words create different experiences. They make people happy, sad, excited, all kinds of emotions. Because in the moment when I tell you a story using my words, I can easily impact you emotionally. Because human beings are impacted emotionally when, let's say, a person with some kind of communication skills, they tell you a story. They use their emotions to project onto you using their words. You cannot help because this is in our DNA. Think about it. When you go ahead and you watch some kind of motivational videos out there on YouTube, what happens from being a so-so in terms of emotions, you instantly are much more pumped up, you have much more motivation to go ahead and get things done because emotions kicked in. And that just boils down to the words that person used in that video. So now once you understand the importance of each word that you're using, and that's why you have to pay attention to every single word that you're crafting for your message, for your luxury brand, let's now talk about what are the most 5 persuasive words for brands that sell luxury items. The first word is tailored. Now let's break this word down and understand why this word is so powerful. So, of course, this word sounds like it's much more usable for clothes, for clothing brands, but if you think about it, you can also use for other brand types. The first kind of advantage and the emotional appeal that gives or projects to the potential customer is that it gives that sense of uniqueness. And by the way, we are not even saying the word unique here. Just subconsciously, your customer think that by having a tailored product, let's say a tailored suit, then in that case is going to give them that sense of uniqueness. And it's very good because we don't want to use hype words such as the best or super, and even I would include the word unique also in the hype word, because most brands, they say that they are unique, so that's why customers, they already kind of got used to that. So it's very hard to kind of believe you, especially if they see your brand for the first time. The word tailored itself makes the customer imagine themselves wearing that product and feeling not good but great about it. And again, this all happens subconsciously. You just need to use this word in your copy and also on your website if you want. If you don't believe me, just think about your closet. Think about the clothes that you have in your wardrobe and think about the clothes that fit extremely well to you and the ones that kind of good but not so best. Which one do you feel much better in them, and which one gives you much more confidence that you believe the moment when you wear those products, you believe that you can go ahead and achieve everything that you have in your mind, right? So that is the importance of using this word in your, also on your website. Now the second word is handcrafted. This one is very persuasive because it adds more perceived value, not the intrinsic value of a product, but perceived value to your product, which makes the potential customer justify the high prices of your product. Because if you think, at the end of the day, you are selling products that cost thousands of dollars, usually if it's a luxury brand, which we're talking here about. In that case, you need to kind of back up with something why people would buy that product. So most of the time, it's all about the things you are doing around the product. And one of them is just using this specific word. Your customers know that everything that is handcrafted is much more valuable than what is created by the machine, because machine means like lots and lots of volume. Handcrafted means less volume and more exclusivity, which exclusivity is very powerful to use in luxury space. And one more advantage of this word is that from the customer perspective, they perceive your product much better qualitative and the one that is going to last longer period of time without telling them that this is high quality. And I don't even recommend using words such as high quality because, like I said, like customers got used to this type of words. They simply don't believe that. It's important to make them think that your product is high quality without saying that. The third word is eternal. Now, why is that? This speaks by itself that this is money for value. Pretty much people understand by saying eternal that this lasts a lifetime, and this is what high net worth individuals they are looking for. They're looking for timeless pieces, not trending pieces. They're not interested in these trending, shiny objects, this kind of stuff that is appearing every single day. They're looking more for timeless products that they can wear for a long period of time. Think about luxury car brands. Let's say Rolls-Royce. If you look at their card design, you'll observe that for kind of decades they're using the, in terms of the external design, kind of the same. And that's a very timeless design because it looks very good, it looks great, it looks classic, and that's why high net individuals, they are interested in this type of product. Unless other car brands that are more affordable, you'll observe and you'll notice very clearly that the car design that was used 10-15 years ago, like comparing with the design that we're using right now, is completely different. And now if you're looking at the car design that was 10-15 years ago, you're not even interested in those designs because it looks like not that classic, not that timeless, so it's not appealing to the consumer. Of course, maybe some people are interested in those products, but generally speaking, consumers are not interested in those designs anymore. The next word is respected. So what this word does, it creates that strong emotion of getting that validation from your peers. It's in our DNA, we can't help again, because it's simply how we think. We want validation from the society, we want to get approval from the society, and that pretty much makes feel us better. If these high net individuals, they are hanging out with much richer or people who are in the same category, then they want to make sure that they look apart, they look and think like them. This is simply how it works. If you look out there in the society, you will notice that fit people, they are hanging out with other fit people. Rich people, they're hanging out with rich people, because every person has different thoughts, and the moment when he or she chose that category, then they will make sure they have that validation from their peers, from their friends. As you can see, just one single word can do all these things, but you're not telling them directly, just subconsciously they think about it. And the fifth and the last one that you want definitely to use it, and never ever make this mistake, which is using the word shop now instead of discover. So you want to use words such as discover, introducing, instead of things like very salesy, like shop now. The word discover, word introducing, drives this curiosity in the mind of a customer. The shop now, on the other hand, this sounds very salesy, and usually it's used for more affordable brands. In fact, when you are selling to high net worth individuals, you don't want to tell them to shop now. They don't want to be told to do that. To convert this clientele, you want to do the opposite thing, which is kind of telling them that this is expensive, this is not for everyone. When you're telling them this is not for everyone, or this is like too expensive, then in that case they will be emotionally driven and actually they will want to buy that. And I can tell you, just from the moment when you use like call to action such as shop now, and you are selling them products that cost thousands and thousands of dollars, in that case there is no congruency, and your customer actually, they will think that there is something wrong here. And I observed this mistake a lot. I observed how luxury brands, they are super salesy, they are making these bold call to actions buttons like shop now, and they are also on top of it giving them like discounts, sales, which is the worst combination. Luxury and sales never ever kind of stay together. They cannot work together. Either you are selling luxury products and you never ever give discounts, or you're selling affordable products. In that case, yeah, your customers might be looking for discounts. You have to understand the customer avatar is completely different. The first one doesn't even give a damn about your discounts. They're just looking for timeless, classic, super high quality products. They don't care about those discounts. They're not interested in those things at all. The moment when you're giving them these good deals and things like that, actually what you're doing, you are repelling those audience. You are kind of attracting customers who are looking for discounts. And guess what? Those who are looking for discounts, they will see that you have much higher prices, and they will say, oh, this is too expensive, and they're not gonna buy, never. So make sure to avoid completely any kind of discounts and any kind of sales in any kind of shape or form if you sell luxury products that cost over thousands and thousands of dollars. Now, of course, there are much more words than 5, but I found that these 5 they are the most persuasive ones. However, I want to add as much value as possible. That's why I'm gonna give you access to this spreadsheet where I put together some persuasive words for luxury brands. So the way you can get it is you'll click on file and then make a copy. Then afterwards, you'll be able to access these words anytime when you want and anytime when you are crafting your copies for your ads and when you're changing something on your website. With my videos, I want to give you as much value as possible so you could go ahead, implement, and get much better results for your ads. So then eventually you would want to work with us. I cannot be more transparent than that. For now, that was it, and if you are still here and if you watched the entire video, thanks for that. I really appreciate your support, and until then, I will talk to you in my next video.